Up, guys? The next here, and today we're gonna dive in a deep conversation. In particular, I want to go deeper in the C1 level conversation. I need to do a level up to have a level up now, and so we could try, and we should try. And here, ChatGPT has prepared a lot of questions just for me. And so, guys, let's begin. Hi, ChatGPT. Let's begin with the first question. Okay.
Great. Here's the first question again.
Mm.
How do you think advancements in technology will shape the workplace in the next 10 years? And what challenges might arise from these changes? Take your time and feel free to give a detailed answer.
Okay, so guys, this question is very particular because it talk about technology here from 10 years. So I think I've always thought that technology is developing a lot during this period, has developed a lot since 2013. It's been really big changes, really great changes, huge changes here, because now we have AI, and when it was the past, AI doesn't exist actually. So AI actually revolutioned everything in this world. So I think it's kind of impressive, this thing. And yes, AI is very important, very it's very important, thing that we have nowadays. Then what I could think in 10 years, but I think definitely that during this 10 years, this period of time, I definitely think that AI will develop a lot. Maybe we could have some robots, and in those 10 years we could see the autopilot driving, the autopilot driving, automotive driving. And this could be, something very beautiful, something very, mesmerizing. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. And definitely because, I love to drive. I always loved to drive since I take the driver's license. But when you're tired, when you have to go to work, and if also it's not maybe your favorite work, I think that yes, maybe if you have the autopilot 100%, because nowadays we just have the autopilot, but the autopilot is actually not actually 100% automotive, but it's kind of 50%. So oh my god, here took some photos here. You have to be vigilant. You have to be aware of what happened, of your surrounding. You have to be vigilant also because some data has shown that some people actually, but a small a small range of people actually died when they don't pay attention to
You're
the
touching
street.
on some really
Oh,
interesting points.
yo,
You've made
whoa,
a
yo.
strong argument about the rapid development of AI and
Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up. Uh, Okay, yeah. Shut up, ChatGPT. I need to continue that. Okay, so definitely another thing that I think it could be very important for the next 10 years is surely maybe the way we see the world, the way I see the world, maybe the self growth, our self growth path. Maybe some people that joined that enroll. Actually, you don't enroll, but you understand. Personal growth path. Maybe they could really change the way they see the world. They could change the world in positive way. I think that we live in the best period of all the history, because the present is where is the moment that we could take we would then that we can take action. We can do a lot of things, and we can change everything. Okay, so the present is crucial, and is the best moment that we have to embrace. We have to take, in consideration. But I definitely think that for the next 10 years we could see a lot of beautiful things. Maybe actually, in 10 years I could definitely, with only a phone, put a video here on YouTube. 10 years ago I couldn't do that, or maybe I could do that, but with an old LG or with an iPhone 3GS, with would be not actually a nice phone. Or actually 10 years ago it was, oh my god, 10 years ago it was, there were the iPhone 6s. Oh my god, the iPhone 6s, yes, the iPhone 6s was just a huge very nice phone at the time. But in those 10 years a lot of things has changed, and it will change, and technology is developing a lot. But we have to pay attention about Elon Musk and all those big people that are giving us a big influence, important influence to the world. So okay, I think that I finished to answer to that. Yeah, we got this, guys. I got my English, guys, done.
You've given a really insightful answer. You've
Ew.
highlighted not only the technological advancements,
But
but also
also,
touched on a very important aspect: personal growth, and how the present moment is crucial in shaping our future. The idea that the present is the best time for action is really powerful. As technology continues to evolve, it will definitely provide us with more opportunities, as you said, like being able to create and share content more easily using just our phones. It's fascinating to think about the changes in technology and how quickly they've come, like from the iPhone 6s to now. You also brought up an important point about the influence of people like Elon Musk and other innovators who are
yeah,
shaping the future. With
yes,
that kind of influence, the direction we take as a society can either have incredibly positive impacts or raise new challenges. We'll need to be mindful of how these changes affect us, both in terms of personal and professional growth, as well as ethics. Thanks for such a thoughtful response. If you're ready, we can move on to the next question.
okay, let's go to the next question.
All right, here's the second question. Many people argue that the education system needs to evolve in order to prepare students for the challenges of the future. What are your thoughts on this? Looking forward to hearing your
Yeah,
thoughts.
that's a really smart question, because I definitely think, I've always thought that, when we argue about education, actually the education system is really outdated. I think that is really outdated. I watched myself when I was a small guy, when I was a kid in 2012, in the old 2012, that now we are in 2025, and the system is the same of 2012. But nothing has changed. Is but I would add that it's important that it doesn't change anything in educational system since 1950. It's always the same. I still see a lot of people that talk about, I want to study medicine, I want to join medicine because medicine, it could bring me money, it could bring me that, it could bring me that, blah 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 blah. Those are always blah 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 blah. Yes, surely if you're a good doctor you could definitely earn a lot of money, surely. But you could earn a lot of money when you do something that you love, because you could do something that comes inside your heart. You could not do something that you don't like. And most of the people, a lot of people choose something that doesn't like, and then they do not earn anything from that, because patients go away, they run away, from them, because they don't know how to do their work. And yes, here in Italy, but I think that throughout the world, there is this thing still. I also read the book Rich Father and Poor Father. I think that is titled like that in English. I don't remember very well, but yes, I definitely think that it's really tough to argue about that. But what about medicine? Yes, that medicine was a thing that yes, was surely I think that in 1950 was I think that yes, it could bring to you money, but nowadays you struggle a lot with this, and there is also this belief that a lot of people brings from generation to generation to generation, but times are really changed from that time, you know. It's been a lot of time, so it's crazy to think about that. It's definitely crazy to think about that. Instead, there are new jobs, we are diving more into creative jobs. We need to dive into, you know, different jobs, and new jobs will come surely. I don't know, maybe in 10 years or maybe in 20 years, but the world of job definitely will change because, you know, there is AI, and AI will, you know, will turn everything, will actually take the place of everything. And yeah, so there will be new jobs also, because some surgery uh, just the AI could do some surgery on humans. So definitely bye bye to these things. I mean, yes, there is still not, we still not, we, for example, in schools is forbidden to use AI, to use internet, is still forbidden to use the phone. But what we don't need, actually, I want to say that the school doesn't need to forbid the phones. It actually need to educate the guys to use the phone actually in the right way, in a constructive way. Actually, not to don't use that, because this doesn't bring to anything. Actually, if you you know, don't show, if you actually, you know, don't do that, you know. If you don't do some things, anything, if you don't do some things, you don't teach anything to the guy. You don't teach anything to the guy. Instead, you have to say to the guy how to use that in a constructive way than in a destructive way. Anyway, so I think that educational system is really outdated, and they need to do some, yeah, they need to fix that. Really need to fix that. I'm really glad, I'm really proud of myself that I've overcome all that, that I overcome high school, middle school, elementary school, whatever it is. And now I'm in uni, but uni is beautiful, is something very beautiful. I love this period of uni because you are free to do a lot of things, and you are also, not only you are free, are you free to do a lot of things, but you are also to, you know, to be engaged to what you love. You know, you are engaged to do what you love. Actually, you are not engaged to boring stuffs and boring rules, but they are too much firm. You know, the rules are too much firm, and yeah, school is not flexible. You know, it's like to work like a employee. It's like to work like a employee, and I don't like that. I definitely, no, it's just not my way of living. I want to live in a flexible way, and with my times, with my with my times actually. Yes, I don't want to live with times of another, because I don't want. It's not that, there's not that this life meant for me. So yeah, kind of that. Okay, so last question, and yeah, we finish this video. We are 40 minutes. ChatGPT.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now.
She has issues. Okay. Her head. Okay. Okay, ChatGPT. Let's go to the another question. Okay, so in your opinion, what are the key factors that contribute to a successful work-life balance, and how individuals maintain it in fast-paced world? Okay, that's a nice question. What is a successful life balance? What are the key factors that contribute to a successful life balance? Ah, how you maintain it fast-paced world? Okay, I I definitely reckon that the fact that contribute to a successful work-life balance is to know yourself and hear yourself. Is definitely that you have to hear yourself, you have to know yourself, you have to embrace your self-growth path, your self-improvement path, and definitely only by that you can understand what is the job that fits for you. Unless you at the first, unless you at the first time you actually understood that you want to do in your life the lawyer or you want to do the dancer, but those things are really rare, are very rare. It's actually one person or 1 million. This is not actually a date, but it's what I think, it's what I see based on my personal experience. But the key factors are for surely to know yourself, to do what you love, and to respect your time, respect your times actually. Those are the three keys that I think that are very important. But how can you do so maintain it in a fast-paced world? Well, it depends. If you like fast-paced world, you definitely wanna try. You definitely have to try then the fast-paced life, because it's actually a decision. It's not a thing that you are forced to do, but it's more a decision. If you I don't know for if you don't know for absurd, you wanna taste the fast-paced world, you should definitely move on to life, some city that there is the fast-paced life, such as New York City, London, or I don't know, Milan. But and you could try that. You have to try that if you like that life. And I could not give some suggestion because I definitely have for myself a past fast-paced life. But then it's actually that you get used to that. You get used to handle the stress. You actually have to handle the stress in this world. It's not about fast-paced life. You just have, the key is to handle your stress. And in order to handle your stress, you have to find your strategy. And by finding your strategy, you have to join maybe some route, maybe with a psychologist or a psychiatrist anyway, that could give you some suggestion to handle your stress. So that's it. I definitely think that you could maintain definitely a fast-paced life, because fast-paced life is actually beautiful, because technology is developing day by day and everything is developing in a really fast thing. Is the fastest I think that this period is the fastest ever made in the story of the humans, in the story of the universe. So definitely beautiful, definitely mesmerizing. But you have to know how to handle that. You have to know how to surf on this wave that that could run over you, or you could surf the waves of the ocean. So it depends on what you are the team, on what team you are. But yeah, surely maybe sometimes you could fall, you have fall through, you could fall definitely. But then you have to get up and surf the fucking wave. So guys, we reached almost the 20 minutes of conversation today, and today I think that we could definitely stop the speaking practices. And guys, we see in another video. I love you guys. Kisses. See you in another video.